Hi, AP Scholars. The book from which today's passage has been selected is called Sigh by Phuc Tran. And I wanted just to say a couple of things about the book beyond the trailer that you already watched. So for me, I kind of fell in love with this book over the summer. It was just published last spring, it just came out last spring. And so I read it over the summer. And what is particularly interesting for us here in Carlisle, for you as students in Carlisle, for me as a teacher in Carlisle, is that the book is set at Carlisle High School or in Carlisle Area School District and in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. So the author, Phuc Tran, is a CHS graduate. And Saigon is really a memoir about his time in Carlisle, his time growing up here in Carlisle, attending Moreland Elementary School, attending Wilson Middle School, and then making his way through Carlisle High School as well. So for me, this book was kind of particularly fun to read because the teachers mentioned in it are teachers that I know, or some of the figures from Carlisle are some of the people I know from Carlisle. In particular, one of the teachers that he talks about in the book is Jane Krebs, and I didn't have Mrs. Krebs because she's an English teacher here, or she was an English teacher here at Carlisle. And I didn't have Mrs. Krebs because I am not a Carlisle graduate, but the first year that I taught in Carlisle at the high school, I was a teacher in McGowan at the time, and Mrs. Krebs taught directly across the hall from me. And she became very quickly a mentor figure for me, and I was very blessed to have her as a mentor figure as I began my career as an English teacher here at Carlisle High School. And Phuc talks a lot about Mrs. Krebs in the book as a source of inspiration, and certainly she was a source of inspiration for me as well. Watching her teach, having conversations with her about teaching, and she and I remain pretty close friends at this point, even still today. So I wanted to give you a little bit of background and insight about the book because I think it's important to know that it's a book about Carlisle, Pennsylvania before you even watch the next video, which begins in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. All right, I hope you all enjoy the passage for today, and thanks for tuning in.